Best Protagonist, okay. So here Crunchyroll Awards, showing that the judges, honestly, are idiots almost every year. Because, as I mentioned earlier, right, they don't understand what a protagonist is. Which is why it's an embarrassing bad list. Because they're always like, a protagonist for them means good, okay? It means a good character, right? So if I would write an anime, right, or a manga, whatever, right, a novel, and, you know, the main character, the protagonist, is a genocidal maniac, right? He goes around and murders everyone, right? That character is still the protagonist, because you're following this character, right? You know what I mean? The protagonist is not defined by good or evil action. It's defined by what perspective is the narration going for, right? The antagonist is the person antagonizing the protagonist, right? So if you have an evil main character, the antagonist might be, for example, the policeman, right? Trying to capture the evil, you know, sociopath or whatever, right? Murdering people. The antagonist might be the policeman or the FBI guy, right? You know what I mean? It depends on the narration, right? And you also, of course, you might have that it goes back and forth, right? Like, for example, if you play the Heavy Rain, right? You're playing both as the antagonist and the murderer, and also playing as like the good guys, right? And it goes back and forth, right? So then you have like a three protagonist thing, three protagonist, whatever it's called. Okay, EREN. Well, yeah, that's true. I didn't think about Attack on Titan. This is part 1 aired. I honestly forgot to Attack on Titan aired that year. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, part 1 of the current season did air that part. Is he the best character though? Best protagonist? I don't know, man. And he's also the antagonist, honestly. So, he's not even the protagonist. Gab is the protagonist. He's the antagonist. So this is what I mean. I wouldn't even say he's the protagonist, honestly. But that's what I said earlier. I'm dying. I gotta drink something. I'm having like a heart attack. I'm having a heart attack. Oh my god. But that's what I said. That's what I goddamn said. Oh my god, I'm fucking dying. Oh my god, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. My face is got. Oh my god, I have seriously having a heart attack. That shit was hilarious. I mean, but that's what I said, right? That's the argument I made. I'm after voting for this bastard. That's the exact argument I argued for, though, right? I argued that EREN is not the protagonist, Gabby is, and, you know, he's the bad guy of Attack on Titan. He is, and I keep saying that. I had a comment yesterday that was like, you're defending the Marleys, EREN, you damn Fritz lover. And I was like, I'm not defending the Marleys, but EREN is the goddamn bad guy. He's like genocide. He's like, I will murder everyone, you know. EREN is clearly the bad. He and Seek are the bad guys. They're clearly the antagonists, because everyone else is against them, but they're trying to murder everyone, like that. More or less, right? Yeah. I keep saying that EREN is the. This is no, but this was. I mean, they're obviously idiots, you know. Crunchyroll. They're obviously idiots. They're by definition, they are morons. Honestly, I'm sorry if I get offended. You're judged out there, but come on, you can't have him both. Okay, he's either one of them, right? It's very hard being both. Okay, but he should be here. This is exactly what I argued for earlier. He should be an antagonist, and he's a really good antagonist, and he's not the main character in the season. That's Gabby. Gabby is the protagonist. The Marleys are the protagonists, and they're fighting the evil aliens, right? And even in the new part now, we're following Rainer, basically, right? Fighting the evil Eren. We see Peak being like, you're the enemy, we're gonna kill you, Eren, right? And then, you know, we are following, you know, like we had Peak owning Zeke and so on, right? We're following the Marleys trying to defeat Zeke and Eren. That's what's happening, right? They are not the protagonists, they're the antagonists, right? Which, of course, is credits to the writer Ishiyama, right? They kind of changed from being the protagonist to being the antagonist, right? But they can't have this stupid having the cake and the two here. Either they have to realize that he's not an antagonist and have to put it away from here, right? And, you know, so they're idiots. In Crunchyroll, they're idiots. But whatever, I mean, he should be here, and I would probably vote for him. I absolutely don't agree with this thing. Absolutely not. Even though it's also kind of stupid, honestly, this is wrong. Because this is what I mean earlier, right? Because Shigaraki, who does he fight in this season? He fights the other bad guy, okay? I read the manga too right afterwards, right? Yeah. Shigaraki, this is a villain My Academia, right? I don't have a My Academia Shigaraki. I have other characters, but I have Toga! Where's my Toga-chan? I haven't showed it. Okay, I haven't opened this box yet. I haven't opened this box yet, guys. It's over here. I'm gonna unbox it now, but this is perfect what I mean by it. Oh, little Toga-chan! Look at this. Oh! I haven't shown it before in stream. Look at this. It's actually a new box I got last week. I haven't shown it yet to stream it. Look at that. Toga-chan! So, you know, of course, Toga, right, and Shigaraki and so on are the characters. But yeah, Tenshi, they're not going to have tension anything because they hate it, right? That's what I'm saying, man, because they're not going to have tension anything because it's too sexy, right? It has sex in it, so on. But anyway, this is exactly what I meant, right? So, this is Crunchyroll being idiots because Shigaraki is not the antagonist. He's the protagonist. We are following him fighting the other bad guys, right? They're two different bad guys. You have this legion of whatever, right? And then you have the liberation people, right? We are following Shigaraki and of course, like, you know, Toga and so on, right? We are following these characters defeating those bad guys, right? So they are not the antagonist. He's the protagonist. He's an evil protagonist, right? He is not an antagonist. This is by definition not antagonist because who are we following again in the villain arc? He's the character, right? He's the main character of the villain arc. He's the protagonist. They are goddamn idiots. And this is one thing I keep saying I hate Crunchyroll because by definition they don't even understand their own categories, right? Because you can't claim that the protagonist, even though he's the bad guy, right? He still is the protagonist. And who's he fighting? Another bad guy. It's an arc between two bad guys. He's not fighting Teku, right? He's fighting another bad guy. It's an arc between two bad guys fighting each other. And he's clearly the main character of that arc. They're complete